There is now a big debate in the country over the age of consent and whether it should be lowered, and consent for sex, sexual consent. Now, a petition before the Supreme Court seeks to lower the age of consent from 18 to 16. This will be heard starting perhaps the 12th or 14th of November. But we are bringing this to you viewers so that you could understand the various facets and perhaps if there is an ulterior motive to this. Driven by a very devious agenda. The argument of the counsel for petitioner Indira Jaisingh cites that blanket criminalization infringes upon the constitutional rights of teenagers to personal autonomy and dignity and lacks empirical or rational justification. Somewhere trying to say that a child or a youngster or teenager who is not independent has the right to determine and also have sex at the age of 14, 15, 16. At this point, it's 16. Now, under the current law, the POCSO Act of 2012, any sexual activity involving someone under 18 is an offence. Even if two teenagers consent, it is treated as statutory rape. It comes under the Juvenile Justice Act legally for it to be decoded and then decided upon. Supporters say this unfairly criminalizes young love. They argue many 16 to 18-year-olds are already sexually active and capable of choice, and that families often misuse the law to target intercaste or interreligious couples. Now, lowering the age, they claim, would align Bharat with global norms and separate exploitation from genuine relationships. However, while some 16-year-olds may seem mature enough, the exceptions don't make the rule. The counter-argument states that as per science, the teenage brain is prefrontal cortex. The part that handles judgment, planning and impulse control isn't fully developed till the early 20s. Moreover, experts say lowering the age could actually raise the risk of grooming and manipulation by older adults and somewhere perhaps decriminalize pedophilia. Now, while Bharat also lacks strong sex education and remains socially conservative, in this context, legalizing teenage sex can be reckless. Even Western studies link early sexual activity to higher rates of STDs and also teenage pregnancies and abortions. The centre has argued along these lines, saying the age of consent at 18 is based on clear legislative intent and constitutional protection. Reducing the threshold could increase the risk of exploitation and weaken safeguards meant for minors. Courts already have discretion in exceptional cases. Now, the question remains, is this entire clash of science, modernity and society? Where do we draw the line? And is there a Western influence that is fueling this debate that may actually hamper the social fabric of Bharat, or is it being engineered to create a generation of breaking India forces?